how we are going to go about this session and what are the best things that we can implement to educate the current and the upcoming generations. I was attending this International Conference for Educators, ICE, in Chennai during the year 2016. We had people from across the globe who participated in the program and great speakers to listen to. One of the speakers of the day was from South Africa. He mentioned that when you have 40 children in your class, that means you are generating, you are creating, and you are responsible for the upcoming 40 generations which are going to live and thrive in future. That's the ultimate responsibility of a teacher, of an educator, and know the management and the parents involved. So today let's discuss about educating the future. This means that we are going to talk about how uh, best we can give the education that is going to be fruitful, impactful, and create amazing individuals who can be successful in both the worlds. Let's keep it interactive at the beginning, and definitely, at the end, you can have your say as well. You can unmute and ask the questions or share your thoughts and opinions in the chat box as well. Okay, now I want all of you to give me your next 20 to 25 minutes, which I believe that it's going to change the way we look at things, we do things, and can make it better. Let's start. When you think about your current classroom and when you think about educating the future, right? I want you to put down your thoughts in the chat box with respect to the your views with respect to the tools that we can use, the attitude we need to develop, the mindset that we need to have, the preparation that we need to do in beforehand, the body language we need to keep. So what are your views with respect to that? You can type in the chat box. I'll put your views in the, on the screen now. Okay, this is going to be your space where I'll type the answers which are given by the attendees. Yeah, let's go ahead and share your thoughts in the chat box about, again, I'm going there, your reviews about tools, attitude, mindset, preparation as an educator, as a management member, as a parent, how it should be to educate our present and the future generations. So I'll be waiting for your thoughts because it is one of the important things that we need to think of before we get started, right? Both. Okay. So we need to be both parent and teacher. Okay. So how should be our attitude, mindset, the approach that we can inculcate? That's all. Only one answer from Sister Jisima as a parent and teacher. Okay, as a teacher and parent, right? At least I need 4 or 5 answers, and then we get into the session. Okay, so by keeping the time perspective in mind, let's get started. So, as Sister Jessima has said, that we need to become as a teacher and parent and be with them, with the children, guide them better, mentor them, and nurture them. All right. So we have to be super teachers, super educators, means going beyond the traditional methods that they have been doing, changing the way we look at things. We teach the way we teach in a way that can attract the children to listen to us, and using inspiring students to think, explore, and grow. Let's discuss some ideas, tips, and tools to help us educate the future generations effectively. Now, let's have a look at the important ideas and techniques that can help us out. Yeah, Sister Rehana says experience each thing. Yes, definitely important in today's world where they will be able to learn the practical aspect to it and they can relate to what they're learning. Okay, so now the top ideas from experts, educators across the world. The first and foremost thing that they say is foster a love of learning. When we develop the first love of learning, what happens is they become lifelong learners. Education doesn't stop at school or after they complete the graduation. It keeps on going, and life is the biggest teacher. So in order to get the learning from all the spheres of life, it is important that we foster a culture of love of learning. Embracing technology. As educators, when we move around, when we look around, we could see that the children and the youngsters, adolescents and teenagers are using the technology effectively. But when you understand the technology and embrace it, you start telling them about the good and bad, about the usage of screen time, about the applications that can be helpful for them. Then encourage critical thinking. It is important that we put across questions, suggestions, inputs, and answers that can help them to think critically for a solution. This way, we will be able to give more think tanks to the society. It is important that I was watching one of the videos yesterday from Mohak Mangal. He shares his thoughts in YouTube. I'll share that video with Salim Sam as well, so that he can share it with the team. He mentions about two, three, or around five real-time cases where people come and say that after they have started using the social media and the screen time has increased, their critical thinking have gone low. Sometimes they feel that the brain has gone numb, where they're not able to think anything beyond what is being shown to them, right? Promote collaboration. We need to create a culture where we build good network, we collaborate with different people. We have to be the role model for our children. Creating a positive classroom environment and staying up to date is one of the core ideas with respect to educating the future. I'm sure that all of us present here in this session are using these ideas. If not, we will use these ideas from today so that we can create amazing results. I'm going to share five important strategies that we can use, and after that, we'll go for affirmations, and after that, I'll wind up. Let's get started with idea number one. Bring innovative teaching strategies. Everyone would be saying you to become updated, embrace technology. But how can I do this? There might be a question because educators are already busy in their own routine. They might also not get that personal space for themselves. So, in order to have innovative teaching strategies up, you can take the screenshot as well. Use flipped classroom. In this, if you have the facility to use the smart room, smart class, where you can provide a pre-recorded lecture of the topic that you're going to talk about, and use the given time for discussion and hands-on activities. As Sister Rehana mentioned, we need to give them the real-time effect and talk about the applications so that we can think about it, right? Then comes project-based learning. Engage students in real-world problems to enhance critical thinking, right? BPL. Then gamification, use game elements. I'm not saying that we need to make our classroom as a gaming environment, but points, badges, leaderboard, dashboard to increase the engagement. They should be able to see their progress and ideas that can help them out when they are dealing with the class, environment. Then Socratic questioning is one of the method which encourages deep thinking through thought-provoking questions. I was reading about DeepSeek on how it has taken the internet by storm since 2 3 weeks. It says that they have developed the questioning pattern inside DeepSeek where it does not just give the generalized answer but also gives you the answer which might arise as a question in your mind. For example, when I tell them, how should I educate the future? How should I, um, yeah, educate the future? When I ask this question to DeepSeek, it will probably go ahead and think of as a teacher, as an educator, as a management, as a student, as a parent, then formulate the answers so that you get the gist of the best advice that we can receive. Then storytelling. It's amazing technique, right? Since our childhood, we love to be hearing stories. Make lessons relatable through narratives and personal experiences, right? Whatever the topic that you might choose, when you sit quiet for 5 minutes and think of how I can deliver this class by relating through a story or through personal experiences, you will definitely gain the insights about it and you can go ahead and do that. Second one is digital tools for engaging lessons. It is important that we make use of technology in the learning aspect. One of my cousins' sons, they are studying in Germany in a government school with free of cost, and they have the best facility and technology to use of. They use the Google Classroom and Microsoft Teams to organize the lesson, assignments, and feedback. That is how the technology is coming into picture, right? Technology is a boon when we use it effectively. Kahoot and quizzes, you can create fun quizzes and interactive games with the subject or with the topic that you have just finished or about to start. Canva and Prezi to design visually appealing presentations. Padlet and Jamboard encourage collaborative brainstorming where you can create subgroups inside it and give the access to the students so that they can go ahead and do the activity in group as well. Edpuzzle and TED make interactive video with embedded question. AI tools that can assist in lesson planning, content creation, and personalized learning. I was a teacher for 3 years from 2015 to 2018. At that time, we had the concept of making the lesson plan, daily lesson plan, weekly plan, monthly plan, annual plan. So the teachers who work with me, I come from a town called as Vanembadi in one of the towns in Tamil Nadu from Tirupattur district. So when we were given this task in the year 2015, I was good at computer. I'm a software engineer by profession, and also I'm a teacher and trainer as well. So what my fellow teachers did was, as soon as it was assigned, and that was the first training that was given to us with respect to lesson plan, all of them collected bunch of papers and started writing from the beginning, right? What is that? Date, day, topic, objectives, aim, tools used, method of teaching, motivation, etc. In they had to write in what to say by hand on a piece of paper. Likewise, for that daily for the classes that they take, grade 3, 4, 5, or higher classes, then, you know, it becomes challenging. How many pages can they write? Whether it will be useful later, it has to keep on changing. It can be spontaneous. So instead, if they can use a simple Word document to design the template and then, upgrade it or update it as needed, that can save a lot of time and effort, right? Future ready skills for students. These are all important skills that we all need to inculcate among the students of this age and time. The first one is critical thinking and problem solving. We spoke about critical thinking. Problem solving, the best way that we can do is by giving them the use case study and having an interaction inside the classroom. When Mr. Ratan Tata, late Ratan Tata, was rejected by Jaguar when they wanted to have a collaboration with them in one of the countries, they were rejected, right? Mr. Ratan Tata was being said that your proposal is not up to the mark, or it's not going to function well for Jaguar. We all have our own policies and standards, and you are not able to meet it. After 10 years, they grew so much that they acquired Jaguar and became one of the biggest manufacturers in the world. How can we solve this problem? When someone says that you are not able to do your job well, you are not fit for these things, you are not capable, you are not skilled, you are not developed, you don't have the capacity. I'm not saying to challenge them, but we should teach our children to prove themselves by being the most efficient and capable. Emotional intelligence and soft skills, important, right? Integrate role playing and group discussion. Let's, let children understand emotions of others when they are appreciated, when they are reprimanded, when they are bullied, when they face challenges and obstacles. And soft skills, the way they talk, they walk, their body language, their attitude, respect, etiquette, all these things matter the most. If we inculcate these things inside our classroom now, I'm quite sure that we are going to have an amazing generation that can lead our nation to the top. Digital literacy. Teach responsible technology use and online safety. Very important, right? By keeping the screen time in mind, by keeping the safety in mind, cyber security aspect, and other things. Entrepreneurial mindset. It is important that we encourage innovation and leadership skills. Talk about finance, talk about business ideas, talk about entrepreneurship, talk about the case studies that can help our students and children to think from the beginning. I was reading about this boy from Kerala who is the CEO of his own software company. Do you know by what age? At the age of 13, 1 3. At the age of 13, I forgot the boy's name. I'll share the article with you as well, where he's the youngest CEO and he started using computers, laptop at the age of 5. When he was at the age of 9, he developed mobile applications. That's the kind of mindset and the capacity our children might have. We need to give them that spark that can lead them to become the best. Personal development for you as a teacher, these ideas are going to uplift you, are going to make you amazing teachers and educators. Lifelong learning. Stay updated with online courses. Some of the sites that you can use is Coursera, Udemy, edX, and there can be many more which you can think of. Networking, join teacher communities on LinkedIn groups, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, other teaching forums that you can come across. Understand their mindset, pose them some questions, wait for the answers, have an interaction, right? Reflective teaching, maintain a teaching journal to analyze and improve the methods that you use. Okay, how was I last year? how am I doing it now, and what are the things that I plan for future. Reflective thinking, I'll give you one simple idea of what you can do. Use this technique of stop, start, continue. SSC. Stop the ideas, the strategies that are not working. Start the ideas and strategies that you have been thinking of but you have not implemented. Continue the ideas and strategies that are working out well. Stop, start, continue. Reflection. Mindfulness and well-being is really important. Practice self-care to maintain energy and enthusiasm. When you are healthy, when you are fit, by mind, by heart, by your physical appearance, then you can give your best. Creating a growth mindset culture is really important these days. I was listening to Jeff Bezos, who is the founder and CEO of Amazon. He says that in America, he asks or he shares his ideas that do you know that why most entrepreneurs and businesses thrive in the America and not in other countries? His answer was amazing. He said that whenever you have a good business idea, people are ready to invest even though they know that the success rate is just 10 percentage. 90% of the business ideas fail, but still people believe in and invest. That is why those 10% that get success become so huge that is being adopted in other parts of the world as well. Why? Because they see mistakes as learning and they build that resilience so that people can give, work hard, fail, learn, and grow. Use positive reinforcement to motivate your students with praise and constructive feedback. There is a hadith which says that appreciate in public, reprimand in private. Appreciate the students who do well publicly in the classroom, in the assembly time, or during the annual day celebrations, or any which way you can. But when you have to give the feedback, give them in a private space. Then promote collaborative learning. Group project and peer teaching help build teamwork skills. Make sure that you tag students inside the classroom and you form groups for multiple activities. Not just one group will be there for a year, not like the houses, but separately for each of the activities, you select students based on their strength and what they bring on the table. And if a student needs any help, they can be helpful as well. All right. So I want all of you to unmute yourself. Salim sir, please give the permission to unmute the participants. I want all of you to unmute yourself and repeat these affirmations with me one by one. One by one. Ready? After I say three. One, one, two, three. I am a skilled and capable teacher.
I
I
am
am
making
a
a
skilled
difference in
and skilled and capable teacher.
I am making a difference in the lives of students.
I am
I am
making a
making a
difference in the
difference
life
in the
of
life of
students.
my students.
I am proud of the work I do.
I
I
am
am
proud of
proud
the
of
work
the
I do.
work I do.
I am confident in my ability to handle any challenge that comes my way.
I
I
am
am
confident
confident
in
in
my
my
ability
ability
to
to
handle
handle
any
any
challenge
challenge
that
that comes
comes
to
my
my way.
way. Calm and patient.
I am calm and patient even in challenging situations.
I
I
am
am
calm and
calm and
patient
patient even
even
in
in
challenging
challenging situations.
situations.
I choose to focus on the positive.
I
I
choose to
choose to
focus on the
focus on the
positive.
positive.
Yes, that's great. These are the affirmations that you can repeat so that you see yourself as an amazing individual. When you look at this picture, it says that you need to see yourself as the queen. You need to see yourself as the princess. You need to see yourself as a prince and king so that you feel good, you feel better, and you understand your responsibilities and you go about. Okay? Yeah. The mindset of a super teacher. I request everyone to go on mute, please. Right. Mindset is being passionate and being inspiring, embracing failure as a learning opportunity, staying student centered, not teacher centered, and being a mentor and guide for them. Please remember that being a super teacher is not about perfection. It's all about your passion, dedication, and the commitment that you have given through the years and going to continue with this. Embrace the challenges, celebrate the success, and never stop learning and growing as an educator. If teachers were flowers, pick all of you. Thank you for helping the children blossom each year. Jazakallah khair for the opportunity, Salim Saab and Omiyat team. And thank you to all the wonderful teachers for being a part of the session on a continuous and consistent basis. Thank you so much.
Jazakallah khair.
Yes, sir.
Salim sir, are you there? So I would like to recommend some of the books for the students and teachers as well. This is Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. You can read this book that can help you out. This is one of the international bestseller, and he's an award-winning author and psychologist as well. And the next book is The Keys to Success by Jim Rohn. One of the amazing books again, and you can learn a lot about Jim Rohn's life and uh, know the keys to success. The last book that I want to recommend is The Psychology of Money. It's important that we understand money as an important tool. Like time, money is one of the important tools that we can think of and use for our benefit. All right. So that's about it. Over to you, Salim sir. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah khairas, sir, for your thoughtful.
Jazakallah. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Hello. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes. I can hear,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir. Jazakallah khairas, sir. Inshallah, we'll wind up the session with the dua. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.